What's up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. You know I got another banger for you, so kick back, relax, and come take a ride with your boy. Y'all, I'm going to just be honest, I'm going to be frank with this statement right here. I don't think we've seen a more scrutinized rookie in WNBA history than Caitlin Clark right now. I mean, the headlines, the accolades, the hype that she has coming into the league right now, the viewership, the sponsorship, the dollar bills, y'all, that she is bringing. They're moving venues for her games. The Indiana Fever aren't even good, and they're still selling out every game and having to move to bigger arenas, to WNBA arenas. We know the economic impact she's having on the league. She's had some struggles. She's also had a couple 30 balls. She has a mass, like a mob of a following that will defend her like no other. A lot of people feel like she's being mistreated in the WNBA, targeted by players, been exposed to extremely physical play that may not all be related to basketball, but more of personal attacks. I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I'm just letting y'all know what's being said out there. There have been a lot of political activists that have brought Caitlin Clark in as well and used her name for all types of messages, whether it's uplifting or hateful to certain demographics. There's been a lot, and she came out and called out the racists and the misogynists and letting people know where she stands and how she stands with the WNBA. Caitlin Clark's standing on business. But before we get into all that, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button for all the latest and the greatest. And join our memberships. We got that exclusive content coming daily, weekly, whenever you need it. Now, let's get into it.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
It's no secret. She's marketable. Caitlin Clark is a straight white woman who isn't hard to look at. And America is propelling her. She came into the WNBA as a multi-millionaire, getting the Nike signature shoe, signing a huge deal. The only player to sign a deal with Wilson since Michael Jordan, like that elite company. She's on State Farm. She's on Gatorade. She's everywhere. So coming in with that type of hype, those type of accolades, and that type of resume, she's going to rub some feathers. And I think just as a competitor, if you're a vet in this league, seeing a rookie come in and getting all this praise, you're definitely going to try to bust their chops. And Caitlin Clark has had her chops busted. And honestly, man, I think she's handled everything with grace. She has just continued to stay humble, give her teammates and her team credit, her coaches, even though Coach Christy Sobbs may be failing her right now and holding up progress and hampering her rookie year. Clark has taken the shots, the physicality. I mean, all the rookies have. They've paid homage to the players that came before them, and this class just has a lot of pressure on them, man. And they're getting a lot of attention, deservingly so. Caitlin Clark kind of spearheading that with Angel Reese. She's been under the microscope for a couple of years now, selling out games. The Caitlin Clark following is nuts. And a lot of people have been using her names in political stances, pushing certain agendas. Some may come off as racist, some, right wing, some left wing. I'm not here to debate the politics, but it's just what's being said, man. Her name has been used to push messages, and she finally spoke up about that, man. And I tell you what, Caitlin Clark is standing on business.
Yeah, I think it's disappointing. I think, everybody in our world, deserves the same amount of respect. The women on our league deserve the same amount of respect. So people should not be using my name to push those agendas. It's disappointing. It's not acceptable. But yeah, I mean, this league is a league I grew up admiring and wanting to be a part of. Like, some of the women in this league were my biggest idols and role models growing up and helped me want to achieve this moment right here that I get to play in every single night. So just treating every single woman in this league with the same amount of respect, I think is just a basic human thing that everybody should do. Like, just be a kind person and treat them, how you would want to be treated. And I think it's, very simple.
Now, we know that she's had this rivalry, this short-lived rivalry with Dejanay Carrington of the Connecticut Sun, who's been tasked with guarding her multiple times, one of the best defenders in the league. We talked about it. And, she caught some flack for mocking Caitlin Clark with the little, saying she flopped. People didn't like that, man. They came to Caitlin Clark's defense. And, it was a tweet that caught my eye from Carrington before I actually saw the video of Clark speaking out. Carrington says, dog, how one cannot be bothered by their name being used to justify racism, bigotry, misogyny, xenophobia, homophobia, and the intersectionalites of them all is nuts. We all see this. We all have a platform. We all have a voice, and they all hold weight. Silence is a luxury. We've seen that. We've seen that being said a lot. So it was nice that, this tweet really raised some flags, and I saw it and was like, dang, that's how they coming. But Caitlin Clark, doing what she does, steps up to the plate. I mean, we know Maya Moore is her favorite player. We know Caitlin Clark is not condoning any racism, but for her to come out and say it and not just let those things be said, you got to respect it. She's paying homage to everybody in the league and demanding that everybody get the same respect. Because, hey, them charter flights wasn't there before Caitlin Clark. That extra security wasn't there. I'm not saying they got to go kiss the ring, but, the mistreatment of Caitlin Clark is bad for the league. They need her to succeed for the league to continue to grow, man. So I thought that was interesting, though. Caitlin Clark speaking out, letting her voice be known. She's never been shy to speak up on injustices. And I think, we've had my guy Nick on a couple of times, the Iowa insider who's covered her for the last couple of years, saying how humble she is, how team first she is, how community oriented, family oriented she is, and she continues to display that and be a role model to young girls of every color everywhere. It's a shame that her name is being associated with hate sometimes and pushing an agenda that, is just not aligning with her beliefs. So this was big. And I thought that we needed to break it down and talk about it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about everything in the comments, though. Holler at your boy. It's been a lot going on, a lot said about Caitlin Clark. She's been on every sports show, like every hot topic, every leading topic, every breaking news, everything she does. She's been the hot topic on every sports show known to man, it feels like. The popularity is crazy. It's undeniable. And I'm just excited to see her continue to succeed. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comments, though, about this comments and this video from Caitlin Clark, her statement. Holler at your boy. Let me know. Let's talk about it. That's a wrap for us. Until next time, hey, we out.